Hi, this is objective question paper on halogen derivatives of alkane. Now your first question is the mechanism involved in the reaction of CH3Br. The mechanism involved in the reaction of CH3Br and NaOH. Now here we are taking alkyl halide with only one carbon. So elimination reaction is not possible. So you can't write answer E1 or E2. Now this is a substitution reaction. So SN1 and SN2 mechanism possible. Now this is a primary alkyl halide. Since it is a primary alkyl halide, we'll use SN2 mechanism for this reaction. So reaction follows SN2 mechanism as this alkyl halide is a primary alkyl halide. Now question 2, the given diagram here. This is a diagram. We know that this diagram, the first diagram represents SN1 mechanism, right? And second diagram represents SN2 mechanism. So we have to choose the correct option here. Which of the following is correct with respect to these diagrams? A represent an SN2 reaction, so that's wrong. A represent SN1, B represent SN2. B represent an SN1 reaction, so this is also wrong. B represent SN2 reaction, correct. A represent an SN1 reaction, so it's also correct. So option C and D is correct. So we'll choose this, both C and D correct. Then question number 3, identify tertiary halide from the following compound. So it's very easy. We have to just identify tertiary halide here. So neopentyl chloride. Neopentyl chloride is a primary alkyl halide. Right? Neopentyl chloride. So it's a primary. First one is a primary. N-butyl chloride. Obviously it's primary. N indicates all 4 carbon atoms in a straight chain. Tertiary butyl chloride. So obviously name only suggests that this is tertiary. So this is answer. What's the formula for tertiary butyl chloride? CH3, 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 Cl. So this is the formula for tertiary butyl chloride. So it's a tertiary alkyl halide. Then question number 4, the order of reactivity of alkyl halide is as follows. So suppose we are taking alkyl iodide, and alkyl iodide is more reactive than alkyl bromide and then alkyl chloride. So option B is correct here. Why alkyl iodide is more reactive? Due to greater bond length. Due to greater size of iodine, bond length between carbon and iodine is greater here. So this bond we can break very easily. So option B is the correct. Alkyl iodide are more reactive. The next one, preparation of alkyl halide by halogenation of alkane is not convenient method. So question number 5, why we are not preferring this method, that is alkyl halide preparation by halogenation of alkane. What's the reason? Why we are not preferring this method? The reason here is reaction won't stop at monohalogen state, that's alkyl halide stage, will get dihalogen derivative, trihalogen derivative along with the monohalogen derivative of alkane. So here option D is correct. Which one of the following, question number 6, which one of the following pair represent a set of electrophiles? Now what are electrophiles? Electrophiles are Lewis acid. They can be represented by letter E plus. Now here we got Br plus CCl2. Now Br plus got positive sign, so it is electrophile. Here if you are taking central carbon, it's attached to 2 chlorine, right? So 2 chlorine means 2 bonds. So total number of carbon, total number of electrons associated with this carbon is 6. So its octet is incomplete. So this is also electrophile. So answer A is correct. In A, both Br plus and CCl2 are electrophiles. If you are taking B, then H plus is electrophile, but water is not electrophile since this oxygen present in water carries 2 lone pair. So it's a nucleophile. Option C, LCl3 is an electrophile, correct, but Br is a free radical. So this is not electrophile. Cl minus is a nucleophile. Ammonia is also a nucleophile. So only option A contain both electrophiles in it, that is Br plus and CCl2. Question number 7. Compound X on heating with the alcoholic potash, that is KOH alcoholic. So it gives elimination reaction. So CH3 thrice C CH double bond CH2. This product you are getting. The compound X is, so what's the original compound? So original compound here is one alkyl halide A, B, C, and the option D is also alkyl halide here. That's N-hexyl bromide. Okay, so look here, double bond is present between these two carbon atoms. So OH, I can attach OH either at this position or I can attach OH on this position. So I can attach halide on this position, that is Br, at this position, or I can attach Br at this position. If I attach Br to this carbon, second carbon here, then after elimination reaction, I will get double bond here on this side because this carbon is attached to more number of alkyl groups. Correct? So I'll get double bond here if Br is present on this carbon. But that's not the product. Double bond is present between these two carbons, right? So obviously Br should present on a first carbon. So what will be the structure of original alkyl halide? That's X. The answer here is CH3 thrice. So I'll write this one CH3, 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 then CH2, CH2, Br. This is the answer. This is the original alcohol. When this is treated with a KOH, you'll get this compound. Okay, K combines with the Br and gives KBr as a byproduct, and this carbon will lose hydrogen, that's H plus, which combines with the OH minus to give water, and you get this main product. So original alkyl halide is this one. So what's the name of this alkyl halide? Answer here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon atoms are there. So it's a neohexyl bromide. The answer is C. Question number 8. In which of the following species the central carbon atom is negatively charged? So obviously carbanion. So carbanion is a negatively charged carbon. Carbonium ion is a positively charged carbon ion. Carbocation, that's the other name for carbonium ion. Free radicals are neutral. They not got any charge. Question number 9. Homolytic fission of covalent bond between carbon atoms will produce what? Will produce free radicals. Homolytic fission produce free radicals. Question number 10. In iodination of alkane, iodic acid is used too. So iodic acid, that's the HiO3, is very good oxidizing agent. So iodic acid we are using as an oxidizing agent here, HiO3. So what's the purpose of using HiO3? So in iodination reaction, the byproduct Hi is obtained, okay, which makes reaction reversible. So to oxidize this reducing agent Hi, we are using HiO3. So option C is correct. Oxidize Hi to prevent reverse reaction. Now question number 11. Neopentyl chloride. This is a neopentyl chloride. On reaction with the alcoholic KOH, that's ethanolic KOH, is likely to give. Now we know that this is an elimination reaction because we are using alcoholic KOH. So what will be the product? So I'll write here neopentyl chloride. This is a neopentyl chloride. When this is treated with the alcoholic KOH, this Cl combines with the Cl minus combined with the K plus and gives KCl as a byproduct. So here you will get this carbonium ion CH3, 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 CH2, carbonium. Now this is a primary carbonium ion, which is unstable. So there is a methyl shift that this methyl group gets attached to CH2 and it gets converted into CH3C plus positive charge on this tertiary carbon now So get tertiary carbonium ion and this CH3 group get completely transferred to CH2 plus and you get this compound. The next stage is loss of H plus. So we'll get H plus from this carbon. So I'll get alkene in which double bonded carbons attached to more number of alkyl group. So which alkene will get here? Answer here is get alkene like CH3, CH3, double bond, CH, this alkene. What's the name of this alkene? The 2-methyl butene. So that's the answer. 2-methyl butene. Your option C is correct for question number 11. 2-methyl 2-butene will be the product. Question number 12, isocyanide test, which is also known as a carbylamine test. So isocyanide test, that's a carbylamine test, is given by primary amine, and we require presence of chloroform also. So option D is correct. Isocyanide test is given by primary amine and chloroform. Question number 13, dehydrohalogenation of an alkyl halide is of ion. So we know that we are removing, D means what? Removal of hydrogen and halogen. So dehydrohalogenation reaction is example of elimination reaction. So answer B is correct, elimination reaction. Question number 14, peroxide effect is observed in the addition of reaction of unsymmetrical alkene. Peroxide effect, so for peroxide effect we require presence of peroxide and HBr. So it is applicable only for one halo acid, that's the HBr. Question number 15, the reaction of alkyl halide with a metallic sodium in a presence of dry ether. So alkyl halide with the sodium metal, so 2RX plus 2Na in the presence of dry ether. Use what? Use RR, that's alkane, plus you'll get 2NaX. So this reaction is a Würz reaction. So answer B is correct. This is known as a Würz reaction. Question number 16, propene on treatment with the HBr. Propene is unsymmetrical alkene, CH3, CH double bond, CH2, propene when treated with the HBr. Addition reaction takes place. Br, negative part goes to that carbon atom which carries lesser number of hydrogen, that means this carbon. So we get CH3, CH3, on this carbon we get bromine. Now what's the name of this compound? Answer is isopropyl bromide. Option C is correct. Isopropyl bromide is again. When two isomers of asymmetrical molecules, asymmetrical molecules means what? Chiral molecules. So if molecule is chiral, it can show optical activity. So these are optical active compounds, resemble each other like an object and non-superimposable mirror image. They are called what? They are called enantiomers. So question 17, so they given position isomers, enantiomers, racemic forms and tautomers. Here answer B is correct, enantiomers. Chloropicrin, so this is used. Okay, so chloropicrin, where we are using chloropicrin, so that you should know, like it's a general knowledge question. So chloropicrine is used as a tear gas. Then question number 19, reagent is not used to prepare an alkyl halide from an alcohol. So from alcohol we can prepare alkyl halide using Lucas reagent, right? So this can be used. PCl5, we can also use PCl5 with alcohol to get alkyl chloride. We can also use thionyl chloride. Only NaCl we can't use. So your correct option is B, NaCl. Okay, NaCl cannot be used to prepare alkyl halide. Question number 20, when isopropyl iodide in ethereal solution, that means ether is used as a solvent, is warmed with a sodium. The product form is, so this is isopropyl chloride like CH3, CHCl. isopropyl iodide. So that iodine here, isopropyl iodide. Okay. So when you are treating 2 times of isopropyl iodide with the sodium in the presence of dry ether, then sodium combines with I and gives NaI as a byproduct. Main product you get is CH3, CH3, H, CH, CH3. This is the main product which we obtain here. Okay. And what's the name of this product? The name for this product is 2 CH3 here. CH3, CH, CH3, C, CH, CH2, CH. So name for this product will be 2,3 dimethyl butane. Option C is correct. Question number 21. Chlorobenzene can be prepared by reacting aniline with, aniline with the first we'll treat that with a ice cold nitrous acid, followed by treatment with a cuprous chloride and HCl. That's a Sandmeyer reaction. So your option D is correct. The reactivity of alkyl halide toward SN2 reaction is. So the reactivity of alkyl halides toward SN2 reaction. So SN2 reaction or SN2 mechanism is preferred by primary alkyl halide. So for SN2 we choose primary. Okay, so primary usually follows SN2 mechanism, then secondary and then tertiary. So we choose option D. Methylene chloride on hydrolysis yield what? So if you are taking methylene chloride, this on a hydrolysis yield formaldehyde. So how this is, so like methylene chloride is CH2Cl2. If you are hydrolyze it by using plus KOH, then you will get compound CH2 and this 2 chlorine get replaced by OH, so I can write OH here. It is unstable compound. We lose water, we use compound HCH, double bond O. That's the formaldehyde. This option is correct. Question number 24. Which of the following compound would be hydrolyzed most easily? So obviously ethyl iodide. We know that among alkyl halides, ethyl iodide is more reactive. Answer is D, ethyl iodide. Among the halogen derivatives of ethane, question number 25. Among the halogen derivatives of ethane, the one which has the highest boiling point. So highest boiling point is for alkyl halide. So C2H5Br and C2H5Cl, C2H5Br and C2H5I. Among this, ethyl iodide has the highest boiling point. Why? Because it got high molar mass. So van der force of attraction is highest for ethyl iodide. Question number 26. Anti-Markovnikov of addition of HBr is not observed in anti-Markovnikov addition. HBr is there, right? So it is observed for HBr and for unsymmetrical alkene. So propene is unsymmetrical, butene is also unsymmetrical, butene is symmetrical alkene. So here you will get product by using Markovnikov rule, and if you use anti-Markovnikov rule, then also you get the same product. So that's why we are saying we not require rule here, anti-Markovnikov rule. So answer is C, group 2 in. Because whenever we talk about unsymmetrical alkene, then only we require Markovnikov or anti-Markovnikov rule. So answer is C. Question number 27. In a chlorobenzene or electrophilic substitution reaction, chloro group is. So chlorobenzene, suppose on this stuff. Chlorobenzene. So this chlorine shows plus R effect. Okay, so it gives electron to a benzene ring. And because of its plus R effect, it is ortho-para directing. So substituent like E plus electrophile can attach either ortho position or at para position. It will attack either at ortho or para position. So it is ortho para directing, and it chlorine also shows minus R effect. And because of minus R effect, it is ring deactivator. So answer is it is ortho para directing and ring deactivator. So option B is correct. Now question number 28. In a Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, dash is used as a catalyst. So obviously Lewis acid is used as a catalyst. Answer A is correct. Lewis acid and anhydrous LCl3. Question number 29. Choose the correct statement from the following. The energy of first transition state, that is activated complex, is greater than the energy of second transition state. So that's the correct statement, obviously. So this is the graph for SN1 mechanism. So first transition state and second transition state. This is the first transition state which got highest energy, and then second transition state which got lower energy than first transition state. Question number 30. On increasing the number of electron withdrawing group on aromatic ring of haloarine, the yield of product from nucleophilic substitution reaction. So if you attach electron withdrawing group like NO2, then yield will increase. So if you increase number of electron withdrawing group like NO2 on a benzene ring, then nucleophilic substitution reaction takes place easily and yield will increase, right? So answer here, yield increase. So that's it. We solved with all 30 questions. If you have any doubt, then please ask those doubts in comments. Bye.